welcome back to my channel. Today I have a monthly June message for all of the Cancers out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Cancer out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic intuitive and a spiritual essence coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every other week right here on this channel. Without further ado, Cancer, let's go ahead and get right into your monthly message. All right, Cancer, you know the drill. This is going to be a 9-card draw, so let's get shuffling. What information and what insight can you offer Cancer this month? All right, Cancer, we are starting off at the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel that what kind of is going on right now for you, where you currently are, is there's a lot of so for some of you, it's about a sense of security, a foundation. Maybe some of you are feeling like that's sort of being rocked a little bit. You are having your concerns that things aren't as stable or as consistent as you would like them to be. And I want to point out here that I feel that with you being in this particular energy, you sort of feel like you're being a little restricted. Maybe you're not able to do the things that you would normally want to do, and that sort of allows you to be a little frustrated. But I want to point out here that you have more than enough. Okay, Cancer. So if you are feeling like your funds are restricted, or you sort of feel like you're not able to sort of spread your wings or do some of the things that you would like to do, I want to point out that this is just temporary. I feel that Spirit really wants you to sort of evaluate what a good solid foundation looks like. Maybe evaluate where your current fault lines lie when it comes to your sense of security and your sense of finances. Because I feel like ultimately it's talking about the foundation of your beliefs, right? And if there are cracks in your foundation, then you ultimately are going to have issues throughout your entire home. The foundation of your own spiritual platform or your own life per se is no different than the foundation of a home. You have to have a very solid foundation, and I feel that your foundation isn't as strong. It's actually quite shaky, and I feel like you sort of feel like there's a lot of fear. I feel like you're in your head a lot. I really see that here with the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Swords here. I feel like ultimately when it comes to your own foundation, whether that's in a business, whether that's in your career, whether that's in your home, relationships, money, whatever it might be, I really want you to understand that I feel like you're really needing to sort of shine a light on some of the areas, like the beliefs that you currently have in regards to whatever foundation it is that feels kind of shaky for you. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm sort of picking up here for you, Cancer. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So as I mentioned, you are at the 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles is about your resources. So I really feel like some of you are really being tested as far as your resources are concerned. Now, this can be in any kind of area. This can be in your career. This can be in finances. This can be in relationships. But I really feel that ultimately whatever is sort of making you feel like there isn't enough to go around, or I have to hold on to what I have, that is bringing in a lot of fear, okay? And this is the thing that you sort of need to sort of walk away from, okay? And you're needing to shine a light on those areas, whatever foundations those are, because I feel like there's something going on underneath that you ultimately need to sort of bring to the surface. And it's the reason why your foundation sort of feels sort of shaky. Now, your theme is the 8 of Swords in reversed. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you about the 8 of Swords in reversed. I feel like overall this month, your theme is really going to be about looking at all of the areas where you currently restrict yourself. I really feel that you are really not even viewing this. I feel that the only reason why your foundation feels very shaky here, Cancer, is because you're not really allowing yourself to be aware or to be open to different ways of seeing things, viewing things, or even understanding things. And I feel that because you're ignoring that, it's the reason why things feel so scattered, feel so out of place, and why you sort of feel like everything is sort of just falling apart, okay? This Eight of Swords in reversed is really about you learning to take control of your own mind, your own thoughts, your own beliefs, and really understand where you are sort of sabotaging yourself. The Eight of Swords is about restriction. So are you really barricading yourself in with your thoughts or your beliefs about certain things in your life, right? Understand that when you believe things to be a certain specific way, then you really aren't allowing yourself to be open to seeing a different perspective and truly seeing things from a different point of view that would allow you to see things clearly, okay? So I feel that ultimately your theme is really about learning to stare the truth in the face, no matter how uncomfortable it might be. Now, what are you accomplishing? You have the Ace of Wands here. So I feel that ultimately the reason why you have all of this uncomfortableness and why you are needing to really see things for what they are is because you are going to be starting a new beginning. Now, the Wands energy is really about action and it's about inspiration and communication. And I feel that it's important for you to understand here, Cancer, that you want a new beginning, right? You want something new. Maybe this is related to a career. And if this is something that is related to a specific career on how you actually get compensated, understand that when you ignore the facts, when you really become so blind and so oblivious to the truth that is really staring you in the face, and you have all of these grand ideas and new, things that you're wanting to accomplish, you're never really going to get there because all you're seeing is the illusions that you keep thinking are what's preventing you from actually seeking forth the success here. So I want you to understand that no matter what you face this month, when you can learn to see things for what they are here, Cancer, understand that you're going to have a very good understanding of where your life is going and why you're needing to experience the experiences that you are encountering right now, because they are leading you towards something better, something grander, okay? Now, what do you need to avoid? All right, with the Seven of Swords, what you ultimately need to avoid here, Cancer, is you need to avoid really looking at things very narrow-minded. I also want to point out that the Seven of Swords is about lying, cheating, stealing, and it's really about all of the things that we often try to hide from ourselves because we try to get away with said things, right? And it's important for you to understand here, Cancer, that no matter what you might try to ignore, no matter what you might try to sort of turn a blind eye to, Spirit knows. Spirit sees everything, right? That's the whole point of the moon here. It's shining down on your actions, your intentions. So it's time for you to truly understand that you can no longer run or ignore what you've been running from. Okay, so this is what you need to avoid. You need to avoid running from the truth because the truth is ultimately what is going to set you free. Now, what do you need to embrace? Queen of Wands energy. What you are embracing here is this desire, this need to take action towards something that is going to light you up inside. Queen of Wands energy is this amazing, confident energy that is heart-centered living. And no matter what happens, the Queen of Wands is going to do whatever it takes in order for her to achieve what she's desiring or what she's wanting. And I feel that that is what you ultimately need to embrace. Understand that even though you might be uncomfortable in seeing the truth for what it is, and understanding that, you know what, maybe I am the reason why I haven't been able to succeed in said goals. Maybe I'm the reason why. Maybe the way that I think about things is really what's preventing me. Understand that when you see things clearly through the heart, you will never be led astray, because you will always find that one path that is always going to lead you towards where you are meant to be here, Cancer. So this is what you are embracing. I want to point out that you're really needing to take courage in understanding that you have to shine light on the areas that are uncomfortable for you. You have to be willing to shine a light on those and say, you know what, I'm not perfect, and it's okay that I'm not perfect. And I understand that I have my own faults and my own, issues that I have to ultimately work through. When you can do that, and you can do that from a very loving and compassionate place, then you will work through that so much quicker. It's when we tend to ignore, and when we tend to hide, or when we tend to shove, or we tend to stuff things, that we're resisting that energy, and resisting that energy only makes the process that much harder. Now, what is the obstacle you're going to face? You have the Two of Cups here in reverse, and I feel that ultimately what this is saying is that this Two of Cups is really about the discomfort you feel when it comes to finding balance between you and your higher self. Understand here that this message is not going to be for everyone. I think it's going to be for a small select few in the Cancer collective. So I want you to understand that if this does not resonate, if certain bits and pieces of this does not resonate, know that this message is not for you. It is only for those that resonate with the specific message. So I feel that ultimately your obstacle is you're sort of ascending to this higher vibrational frequency that is needing you to see things clearly and drop the illusions, right? All of the illusions that you have been deluding yourself with, that have sort of been the reason or the cause as to why you haven't really accomplished what you've wanted to accomplish, or that you've succeeded in doing what it was that you're wanting to do here. But I want to point out here that even though this is in reverse, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just means that there's a little bit of a struggle here. There's a little bit of a tug, right? And you're having to put forth a little bit more effort into it, Cancer. Now, what is your support? You have the Nine of Swords. Now, a lot of times people would see this in this particular area and they would want to clarify it. But the message I keep hearing for you here, Cancer, with this Nine of Swords as a support is that you are only as... so fear is one of those things that sort of lowers your vibrational frequency. So the more that you feed into that type of fear, the more you prevent yourself from seeing the illusions for what they are and seeing the truth for what it is. So understand that your support is knowing that you have a choice. You have a choice every single day. You can either choose to follow the fear, or you can choose to follow your heart, right? And choose love and compassion every single day with every single choice that you do. And I want to point out here that when I'm looking at this, we have the Nine of Swords with the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. This is ultimately saying that the heart of your reading is about Queen of Wands energy. And what did I say? It's heart-centered living, right? And if you're wanting truth, if you're wanting a new adventure, if you're wanting something more in your life, then you've got to drop the fear. Because fear is nothing more than false evidence appearing real. They are illusions, right? And you're in control of your own mind. When you can learn that your mind does not control you and you have control over what energy you put into, whether it's fear or love, that is when great change occurs. Now, what is your action? Okay, you have the Justice card in reversed here, okay? And I want to point out that I feel that what this is saying for you, Cancer, is that understand that your truth, okay, your truth, your own understanding of the truth, your own thoughts are treading on a line of being on a double-edged sword, okay? Understand that when you see this sword here, it has two edges. One that is ultimately very positive and brings in a lot of good energy for you. And then the other one is sort of that negative, right? Where that which we feed, we grow. So your action is, what part of your life are you wanting to feed? Are you wanting to feed the fear, or are you wanting to feed the love? Really ask yourself, what are your true intentions? What is it that you're truly desiring? And once you recognize what it is that you're truly desiring, or what it is you're truly wanting, Cancer, then you look at the emotions. What type of emotions is that going to elicit? What kind of emotions do you need to start incorporating into your every single day that is going to help you reciprocate and also double and multiply that kind of emotion for you on a daily basis? Remember, that which you feed, you grow. So this is really about taking action on your own thoughts, really looking at things from a very open mind and understanding that, you know, the time of blaming, you know, certain things on other individuals or certain circumstances in your life is over. It is time for you to own up and take accountability for your own actions, okay? Now, what is your advice and your encouragement? The Seven of Wands in reversed. Now, what I find very interesting here is that your advice and your encouragement is that you ultimately are in control. You have control on how other people treat you. You can either allow people to take your power and manipulate you and steal your ideas and your concepts or whatever, or you could take control and protect that which is yours. And really, ultimately, what that means is that, are you going to stand in your power? Are you going to see your worth for what it is? And are you going to recognize that you are a strong, confident person who can do whatever your heart desires as long as you align to the appropriate frequency? So, Cancer, this is your message for this month. We are going to draw an additional card to see what additional information and insight Spirit has for you. So let's see what additional information Spirit has for you. What additional information and insight can you offer Cancer this month, Spirit? We are going to be reading from the book. This is the Oracle of the Seven Energies from Colette Baron Reed. What additional information and insight can you offer Cancer? Okay, that is way too many. What additional information and insight can you offer Cancer? What additional information and insight can you offer Cancer? Whoa, okay. All right off the bat, we have number 11, in perfect harmony. I absolutely love this. I love that it's an 11 because to me, an 11 is truly an awakening number, and it truly signifies this great understanding that we are all interconnected to each and everything. We have the control on how we vibrate and how we function, and our vibration is what really attracts all of the things to us. So for you, your additional message is in perfect harmony. You're entering a time of healthy, harmonious partnerships. Collaboration is key here, as you're invited to explore the potential inherent in making a commitment to another person, a group, or even yourself. Know that you're bringing different gifts to the table. You don't have to be in exact lockstep with everyone. Being your authentic self actually brings you into alignment with others. You are not in a harmony that neither overpowers nor is overpowered by any other. Your beautiful interdependence allows you all to shine. Just keep an eye out for a sign that your subconscious, which has been conditioned by your previous hurts and experiences is working in a way not in accord with what your healthy self intends. For example, you may desire a relationship but expect to be betrayed, so you unconsciously sabotage it. Didn't we just talk about that, Cancer? You can say you want to lose weight but continue to eat compulsively and avoid exercise. In these moments, you are not attuned with yourself, and this disharmony spills out into all other parts of your life. If this is happening, you might want to take a hard look at yourself, do a self-inventory, forgive yourself, and then start singing a new song of self-love and acceptance. What's really great about this is how quickly you are now able to turn this around. Have no fear. It is so easy to get back in tune. All it takes is self-honesty and a willingness to heal. You can do it. This really is such a fortunate time. Cancer, this is your beautiful message, and I just want to point out that I feel this message fit really well with your tarot this month. Understand that this month you're really needing to embrace this sense of self-love and this confidence and courage to really shine a light on the areas where you feel that there is disharmony, discord. You're really needing to really shine a light on those areas of your life because you are really needing to stand in your power. So Cancer, I thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.